Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another H-Bars 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the red English with DivineDFP. Spawn on the top right side as the green Roos. We have a foreign name. Let's see now, English versus Roos. English course and Feudal Age can deploy out, well, even Dark Age can pull out mana-arms, as well as Longbowmen. Longbowmen, of course, have a very good unit, even versus more heavily armored units. Roos, of course, can pull out some early knights, which should be very effective for sustaining a bit of longbow fire, but of course he'll have to deal with all of those spearmen he like to fight against. Likely the English player will not go for man-arms in Feudal Age, will probably go for spearman longbow, and the Roos player would likely go for archer knight likely in Feudal Age. That's my sort of guess. Let's go and see how it continues. Since we do have a Roos player on the field, let's back on out. Select the Roos player so we can see the trade bounties. This map, if I remember correctly as well, is not really great for Roos and the trade bounties. Oops, sorry, I hit my microphone. There's a lot of small deer deposits. This one has not been spotted. This one has been claimed for there. This one has been claimed. I think the Roos player has gone for 3 scouts. Red has gone for 2. Trying to find some of these more exotic doggos. There's not a lot of wolves on this map as well. There's one up here that somebody could claim. And none right there as well. A little bit sparse there. He's only at 200 bounty. Killing off one boar will get him to tier 3. He's definitely going to need to go for boar relatively sooner rather than later. And we do have the Kremlin now being plored on the field. Green Scout looks like will win out. Does pull back the last moment as well. Green does find another exotic doggo, which will put him to 225 if I remember correctly. And Green Scout does go down. Oh, that's a different scout. Wait. Oh, there's Red Scout as well, so they're both scouts went down. So that's what happened. These deer haven't spotted as well. And they've got a big deer deposit and small deer deposit there, so English player may want to go for a town center here, but usually I've seen a lot of English players tend to skip the second town center and go straight for the King's Palace for additional villager production. Of course, got the council hall going up. I think good amount of wood there. The Kremlin. I wonder. See that. May want to get a line of buildings over there to get over here because there's a lot of wood back there, and this is pretty far forward. It's mainly here to help secure up this gold deposit. Because you still have to deal with the English longbow, which are a very powerful asset in Feudal Age. Red is eyeing for additional town center, and he's pulling out right there next to this gold deposit. Green Scout will spot this, so he knows it's safe to go for another town center. His town center is almost complete. It is complete. There's also a nice stone deposit near this town center as well. Going for the gold deposit as well. Forest puppers being claimed. But both sides eyeing for a bit of eco. Scouts trying to shank each other. Now I've got the survival techniques being researched by Green to get some more food production from deer. With only one large deer deposit, it may be not that great, though he still needs to go for boar. I don't believe he's at 250 trade bounty. Yeah, he's at 225. One boar was sent over quite significantly. He may want to... Oh, there's a horseman deployed by Green, not even an early night. Now I've got early night and archers being pulled up by the Roos player. It looks like he was slightly in favor of Green. Red's going for heavy and farms right now. He can of course claim his forest puppers, but the farms of this age does provide just as fast collection as deer right now, and the fact that English does get these farms for much cheaper, 37. He's able to get a lot of good food and economy going very quickly through those fact civilization bonuses. Going for some palisade walls there. He's not even going to touch the deer this game, looks like. Red has not deployed out any sort of deep military units at the moment. He knows against Roos. The chance of Roos pushing out some early knights early on. It's in the name. It's going to happen. And we do now have, it does get inside the town center there. It does have, of course, 2 arrow primary attack there, getting some extra damage. But now these villagers are might have trouble collecting this region there since he needs to go. Okay, that is something I was not expecting. Do not have the White Tower going up very, very early on. And you're supposed to be people for the King's Palace, so do now the White Tower being pulled on now. That's the defensive landmark. And more the back area as well, not towards the front to protect the very laney central part of the map. Interesting. He may be eyeing to really clear out this forest here, and he's really trying to keep it secured up the White Tower, I guess. The White Tower is now complete. He can pull out the English can pull out everything from their keeps there, including siege weapons. So you could go for a quick mangonel if you had enough wood. So it's not pulled out any military units whatsoever.
God's swinker be made.
High trade house pulling pulled up here. He probably could have put it more inside his own wood line, but he's actually going for mass hunting cabin there to get some good gold generation over here. Interesting. So he's just gonna try to claim perhaps wood along the flanks, I think. I'm not sure. Both are just playing a little bit off, in my opinion. That's 2 monasteries. He's heavily going to try to guide for those relics. Interesting. Do now some English knights being employed on the field. So it looks like they're going to fight knights against knights. That's going to be an even fight. He, of course, can deploy out crossbows quickly from the council hall. Maybe go ahead to mix in some spearmen. He's going for the early man-at-arms upgrade to replace the vanguard man-at-arms with early man-at-arms. Got now the knight upgrade, upgrading early knights to regular knights. English players being very defensive at the moment. Let's go and fast forward a little bit. Now we do have crossbows and knights advancing forward. Good combination against his opponent's current composition. You now got Pierce Armor and Pierce Damage for research by Green, and Boyar's Fortitude has Wheelbarrow and level 1 Wood and level 1 Gold. Over here, we do got level 2 Wood, level 1 Gold, level 1 Food, as well as Wheelbarrow. No weapons research. Red Scout will spot all of this. Green Scout is not in the reach as well. Red Scout goes down. Red's losing some crossbows foolishly. Horseman charging forward as well. Does lose one of his crossbows there. Crossbows not being focused. The wounded one's not being focused down there. Red's crossbows trying to get some hits there on these early knights or regular knights, getting some good damage onto them. And some of these knights are starting to go on down now. We've got some palisade walls being pulled on out. Let's get a line of militia being deployed on out by the Bruce player, so they're going to be pushing forward now. There they are. Scout will go down. English not going for some pierce damage. We got crossbows being pulled out by the Bruce player as well. And they've got those militia now dying to dysentery. The English player has 66 villagers, the Rus player has 69. It's hard to say who has better income at the moment. We got 60, 60, 100, 200, wow, can't speak. About 2,500 resource income. Over here, we do have about 2,800. Thanks to the increased wood drop off by the wood. But the English player does have more food collection with his farms. Bit of passive gold generation by the Rus player. He's been doing a good job with that. And now the Roost player has come to relics. English players claimed up one. Archer getting hacked apart by these men-at-arms. The men-at-arms, of course, can get a lot of armor. They can, if they are full of research in this age, they get up to 8 armor. Warrior Monk was seeing a bit of fire there. Crossbows engaging. Some of these red man-at-arms being taken apart. He's now not going for any knights. He's going for crossbow man-at-arms at the moment, which the green crossbows will still be useful in either composition. Red has claimed this relic as well, or picked it up, or walk it back home. Green's trying to put some palisade walls there, but failed. More man-at-arms being pulled on the field. Man-at-arms are not very gold intensive. 120. Red is eyeing for some palisade walls over here. Green is now eyeing for some sacred sites as well. That Warrior Monk is severely damaged. Alright, trade house. The forest pupper is being collected. Another relic being claimed. This will be up to 4 relics for green. Red has claimed up this sacred site there with a monk or a relic. He could potentially. He's going straight for the monk or the relic there. It doesn't go for conversion there. No way it would pass off anyways. The Roost player has now brought a Mangonel. Very, very nice. Warrior Monk charging forward. He may be eyeing to pick up that relic. Does go down to the crossbows. Nice small hit there. Large number of these main arms are getting quite damaged from the crossbows. Right now, Red has 10 crossbows on the field. Green has gone for 18. And we do have this Mangonel pushing way forward. Crossbows get some hits there. Mangonel's pushing way forward. And now we got the sacred site being decaptured by the Roost player. Relic is very exposed. Get a bit of splash damage there. 2 Mangonels now pulled on field. Not looking good for the English player. These Mangonels are going to cause some massive issues. Got a wooden fortress here. Not being upgraded at the moment. Just primarily just here for spotting. Large number of English man-arms pushing forward from torch down all this stuff. Mangonels will not be able to range up these man-arms over there. Man-arms push way forward, trying to get some good damage. Let's take out that Warrior Monk. We do now have the wooden forces being upgraded, spring golden placement, but it's probably going to just cancel it. This thing's going to go down very shortly. Got now the Knight's Face forward, gets good charge attack there. Let's get some great damage there. Battery ram push way forward as well. Does save the wooden fortress. Mangonel finds a good volley there on those man-at-arms. Got a good number of crossbows here to hit these knights as they push on forward. Man-at-arms trying to push on forward. Will be taken out there. Mangonels do get some shots there. Wooden Fortress does have now the spring golden placement. And could perhaps stand to get rid of some repairs. His Mangonels going to cause some big problems, as well as now the banners going to push it forward. They'll be able to take out this outpost there, which means the network castles will go down. Mangonels try to hit some hits there onto those crossbows. Very nice. Network castles have gone down. Man-at-arms getting ripped apart. Spring Golden engaging the way. Green's now eyeing for a forward keep here. I think that's a little bit too far forward. Maybe a good idea to just go right there. He's trying to stop this gold being collected. This gold deposit here is still obtainable. Red's gaining that stone. Let's take out one of Green's Mangonels there. Green's Spring Gold's push right forward. Red's Spring Gold's at full health. Red's village is dancing forward. Bit of damage here, including on the housing. Bit of home wreckers those battery rams are. Red's Mangonel does go down. Green's still at full health. Green's Mandarins pushing forward. Red's Magnetos charging forward. Green's Spring Gold will get direct hit down to it. Spring Gold. Magneto does not fire a shot there. Spring Gold's in pursuit. Green's another shot charging way forward. Let's get a small splash hit there. Keep going up. Gets a good hit there. Now housing is starting to get hit there. This red does have plenty of spare housing there. The forward form may be under siege now. Red's crossbows pushing forward. There's some longbowmen here to support out as well. They'll be useful versus these archers. They do decent damage versus these knights. They only have 1+1 pierce armor. These veteran longbowmen have 10 damage moments, so they do 5 damage per arrow against these knights. Oh, sorry, I just saw your Rumble comment. You want the original game, which is the modern skin. That would be. Then you should look into Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. There's also Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition. Those are 4K HD textures onto the original games, and they look very nice. They're available on Steam as well. We got the crossbow now firing away against these villagers. Spring Gold emplacement going up. High Tower Iron to pull out some more man arms. Got boiling oil there. Got Spring Gold and the Castle Watch. Green's position is quite good. Red does have a superior number of military on the force, but Green has a massive value advantage. 9,000 versus nearly little less than 4,000. Spring Gold's now hitting the farm. It does have 50 pierce armor, so giant bolts don't exactly take out wheat all too well. Probably very accurate. He's now advancing along the flank. This area is a little bit exposed. The palisade walls were all destroyed, actually. There were some. Villagers are going on down. Does see a nice charge attack there. Green has got off textiles there. Townsend arrows are now firing away, as well as the white towers. Now Green has all sacred sites there. Gains some good gold generation. Fire armor going on up right around here, which will be a good spot for his siege workshops. And now got the counterweight troops here, seeing massive fire there. Back on off. Spring Gold's trying to find another volley. Green has a good number of crossbows here. Red's crossbows going to be overwhelmed by these forces. Green's horseman's still alive as well, which does do bonus versus range. So it may go down to one last arrow. No, it does not. Warden Fortress now set ablaze. Man arms charging forward. 2 trebuchets flood the field trying to hit these castles. Good Magnell hits there. Man arms see a bit of fire there. Crossbows and longbow advancing on forward. Green's now advancing forward with a large number of siege weapons, including Spring Golds, Battering Rams, and Mangonels. 3rd and 4th Spring Gold advancing forward as well. Man arms trying to counterattack. Got some crossbows here in Knights. Good hits there by the Mangonels. These man arms are quite wounded. The keep will get some good damage onto them. Multiple man arms from the field. Sacred Side victories doing quite well. 8 minutes remaining. Bruce players now in Imperial Age is going for the veteran enforcement research, as well as more damage. Excuse me. That sneeze was trying to come out for a long time. Chase gets a good damage from the keep. It's now set ablaze. Villagers trying to push it forward, trying to get some repairs. There's actually a gate here to help them out with that. but looks like they will get out damaged with the repairs. Red's not forward with a massive force. His quality of force is quite low, but that's a very large number of them. Man arms push way forward. They currently have 7, 8 armor. Crossbows advancing forward as well as nice hits there on these lone man arms. Keep now down to minimal health. Magnetos do get some small splash hits there. And these villagers will go down. The villager count is quite even at the moment. Now got some Schulte on the field, a very powerful range shield to hit everything in front of them. The best way to try to deal with this point of longbows. Ooh, that's a lot of damage though, and those Magnetos are going to eat the longbows. Horsemen and Knights advancing on forward, gets some good damage there. Trebuchets fires, does get a good hit there. Get some good damage there, and Red does back the game now. It's Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.